the man throws money at the girl. She wonders where that money came from. The man calls her and says that from today she works for him. She asks what he is talking about, and the boy says that she will be his wife and the money is for her to do the job. The girl asks the reason for choosing her soon. The man tells her to stop moping around, and says he needs her for one purpose, and that is to get her inheritance. And he asks if the money is good for her. She says yes, but you have to feed her too. And the man gives her his lunch. And then hurry the girl. The man takes the hose and throws water on it, and says he needed a shower. He starts soaping the girl. She says that's enough, and he asks her to be quiet. The man says he'll leave her there alone, and hopes she doesn't steal anything. The girl says that she doesn't have any clothes to wear, because she only has what she is wearing. The man says he's going to get some clothes from his mother. The girl says to go ahead, because it's cold. The man says to follow the right plan, and says he's on his way back. The man says that she is much better now. She says that she will make the plan work. The man says that he is doing this for the inheritance, and then she will not be needed. A woman greets the man. He comments that she has come to seek inheritance from her. And then he says he met all the requirements, and now he's here to get his mother's inheritance. The woman says she has a problem. He asks what problem. The woman says that she analyzed the will 3 times, and it states that her client's son needs to be married for 6 months. And that will be the only way to get the inheritance. The man asks how he will manage to live 6 months with her. The woman asks if something happened. The man says no, and in 6 months he comes back to get what's his. The woman says she's sure his mother would be proud. The man calls the girl to go with him soon. The girl goes to the bed and lies down next to the man. He asks what she thinks she's doing. He tells the girl to get away from him and calls her disgusting. She asks what happened. The man says she is a beggar and tells her to get out of bed. The woman is downcast. And she says that in the house she has no other place to sleep, and she thought that she could have a bed with him since they are married. The man laughs and says she still doesn't understand. And he says she wasn't even supposed to be there, and only did it for the inheritance, and tells her to leave. The girl says she's going to sleep on the couch. He asks if she's crazy. She asks where she's going to sleep then. The man says to look for a corner in the house to sleep, and if you want, there's cardboard in the back. The girl says he is very cold. The man says that to say it's not bad, he throws her the pillow. The girl gets sad and leaves the room. The girl is cooking. The man is on the cell phone. She bids the man good morning. He wonders and asks what that means. She says it's a way of saying thank you for letting her live there. The man thanks her. And he says that by the smell it must be delicious. The girl says that she can let her serve him. She takes the food to the man. He tries it on and says it's great. The man asks why he is sitting at the table. She says that she came to have breakfast with him. The man says that she cannot sit with him. She asks where she will sit then. The man says somewhere else, because employees don't sit with their bosses. She says that she is not his employee. The man says not to mix things up. And says he's paying her to pretend to be his wife, and asks her to leave the table. The man is at the computer working. The girl is cleaning the house. On the call, he says the accounts aren't matching, and he doesn't know what else to do to raise this company. And he says he needs to talk to him better, and he gets up from there. The girl goes to the table and sits down, and says that solving that is very easy. The man asks what she is doing there. She says she gave 4.5%. The man asks her to leave and sits down. And he asks how she knew how to solve this. The girl says that before living on the street, she had a job and was an accountant. The man says that the calculation was very complex, and she solved it so quickly. She says she knows what she does. The man asks what happened to her. The girl says that someone entered her computer and zeroed all her accounts. And with that she lost all her money and a lot of important information. The man says he would never have guessed she went through this. She says that after that, she lost everything and ended up living on the streets. The man says if she had company. The girl says yes. And for the evil of a human being, everything went down the drain, and she has no family and no friends. The man says he's sorry. She says it's been a long time. He asks if she can help him. The girl says it's not easy, but it's not impossible. And she says he needs to listen to everything she says, and she will help him. Then she gives several tips on how to leverage your company. She is happy that she has become a businessman's wife and is going to get her life back. But seeing him with a strange woman. She is sad, and says that she was stupid to imagine a future with him, and that she is just a homeless person. She goes into the house and the man pulls her by the arm and says she has super news. And she asks which one. The man says that the lawyer called because today he completes 6 months of marriage to her, and he is already going to collect the inheritance. She says it's good for him and leaves. He pulls her away and asks what's going on. She says it's nothing. He asks her to clean up the house because the lawyer will be arriving soon. The girl says she will. The lawyer asks if they are ready to receive the inheritance. The man says yes. The lawyer says she's going to give them some time to talk, because this decision is very important, and this money will change their lives. The girl says that she hopes he will be very happy with the money. She says it was nice to come to this house and be with him, but it all came to an end. The man asks if she is wanting to separate from him. She asks if that wasn't their agreement. That she would leave after 6 months. The man asks if everything they lived through was a hoax for her. And he says that at first it was a farce for him, and over time, getting to know her, he ended up falling in love with the girl. She doesn't believe him, and says that if it were another time, she would even believe him, because she knows he would never really date a woman like her, but like the woman. He asks which woman. She says he was hugging. The woman arrives at the house. The man asks for a minute to talk to the girl. The woman says that she will leave them alone. The man takes her hand and says that he realized over time what an amazing girl she is, and fell in love with her. And the girl asks who the woman is. The man says it's the only family he has, and he's her cousin, and he called her because she's someone important to him. And he completes by saying that he really wants to stay married to her, and suggests that they still stay together. And he asks if she accepts. The girl says that she accepts, yes. And the two kiss. The lawyer arrives and says that they've already talked, she'll go back to solving what's important. The man says that before the lawyer proceeds, he wants half of the inheritance to go to charity for people who have nowhere to live, and the other half to go to his company. The lawyer says she will do as he asks. Moral of the story: sometimes love comes unexpectedly, so be on the lookout to recognize it.